Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is MatSec and we're gonna solve a startup room from TryHackMe. Let's go. So this room has three questions we have to give an answer. So first, I'm just gonna connect to my VPN so that we can access our room. Now I'm just gonna make a directory. So we already in the TryHackMe directory. So I'm just gonna make a startup directory and move into it. Startup. We always gonna start with an nmap scan. So nmap sc for default scripts, sv for to enumerate the version, t4 for speed up the scan, and we're just gonna copy this ip and paste it over here, and on to save the output as normal, and we are gonna save this file as initial. Now nmap is scanning. In the meantime, what we can do is we can check whether this ip has any website hosted. Fortunately, there is a website hosted in this IP. So, but this website doesn't mean to us because this is something like a maintenance site. So the web developers are developing a new site. So in the meantime, they have hosted this web page. But what we can do is we can find the hidden directories. So that might help in our enumeration process. So we're going to use a tool, Ferox Buster, U for URL. We're just going to copy and paste this IP, and we just use W tag for the word list, user share word list and buster, and we're going to use medium.txt. Now press enter. Immediately we found a directory of files, and we found some files in it. And meantime, we can also check the nmap scan. Nmap has port 21. In port 21, it's an FTP server. And if you see here, this notice an important JPG is also present in the FTP. And this FTP directory is writable, if you see here. And this too, this directory is not writable, but FTP directory is writable. And this also FTP also has an anonymous login, so we can log in into it. And port 22 is open, which is SSH, and 80, which is HTTP. So now what we can do is we can log into our FTP server. CFTP, just copy from here, paste, and type the username as anonymous, press enter. We have connected successfully. So this is the file we can access here. Now what we can do, we can upload a PHP shell in it and we can get a shell access. So for this, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy a shell, which is a PHP reverse shell. This is my IP and this is the port which we're gonna listen. And I'm gonna copy this shell. We're gonna make a file shell.php into our machine and paste this shell over here and save. Now we're gonna put this shell over here. Now we have to move to FTP directory. We have moved to FTP directory and we have to put our shell. Put shell.php. Now our shell is uploaded successfully. Now what we have to do, we have to netcat lvnp and 444. So we have to listen on this port which we have configured in our shell. So we'll just click this FTP. We have this shell. We have to double click that. Now we should have a shell access. Yes, we have a shell access. So first I just wanted to upgrade this shell. So which Python we have? Python 3 we have. Yes, we have Python 3. So what we're going to do? Python 3, C, import, pty, pty, spawn, spawn, bin, bash, single quotes, close this, double quotes. Okay. Now we'll check whether we have some user access. CD home, user Lenny is there. We'll try to CD into it. Permission denied. So we don't have permission to get into Lenny's directory. Um, and we'll go to root and we'll check whether there is some information for us. So bin home, everything seems to be normal for me, but except this incident directory. Let's go. Incidents. Do we have anything? We have suspicious PCAP file. So this PCAP file might contain some credentials which might we can use to get into a shell or mission, or even we can get SSH for the user. Let's see. So we have to download this. So I'm just gonna make Python, sorry, Python 3 HTTP server 1234. So this server is started. So we have to go into our mission, which is the startup. So we have to get, we'll copy this. So we want the port is 1234, and the file we gonna download is suspicious pcap file. Okay, just paste it here and download. We have downloaded the file successfully. Now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna open the Wireshark and we click file open, and we have a file over here and click and open. We have lots of traffics in it. So to find the credentials or some other important hidden files, what we can do, we just have to go to follow and TCP streams. So I don't find um, see, I don't find anything interesting in this EQ1. Just gonna change this to this and just gonna again follow this. Still, we don't have any informations. We can go for two, and we have lots of informations in this. We might get some important details. So this is 200. Okay. Host. So this is what we have accessed, this shell.php. I don't think this might have any information, so we'll close this. We move to 3, nothing much. We'll go with 4, nothing much big. We'll go with 5. Still, I couldn't find anything interesting. We'll go with 6. Still, no. We'll go with 7. Okay, we have few things. Okay, we'll right click this and follow the TCP stream. Okay, we have some information about the commands the user ran. Uh, yes, we found a Lenny and the Lenny's password here. So we'll do one thing. We'll copy this and just uh, make it here. We have pasted here. So what we can do now is we'll SSH into Lenny's box. SSH Lenny at the IP of the attacker machine is, sorry, the victim machine is 10.10.98.117. Press enter. The password of the Lenny is this. Copy this and we'll click yes and then paste the password over here. Enter. Now we have logged in into Lenny successfully. So we'll upgrade this shell Python 3 C import pty pty.spawn then bash, close this, and We have upgraded to Python bash shell. Okay. Now what we can do? We'll check whether there is some interesting files over here. We have user.txt, so I'm not going to show this flag over here so that you can check in your own mission. So, and we have another directory called scripts. We'll check this. And we have a planner.sh. We'll just check for the permissions in this LSLA. Planner.sh has an execute permissions, but it doesn't have a permission to write something in it. But even though we'll see cat planner.sh bin bash, this is a shebang echo list, and we're going to save this list in this file. And there is another script running in this. We'll check this. LSLA. This is created by Lenny. And this we in this file we have all the access, read, write, and execute. But this file is created by the root, but we don't have a write access, but we have the access to execute. What we can do? Um, let's see. This file was on 759. Let's see again. Scripts, sorry, LSLA. Okay, 8. So what happening here is we'll check the cron tab. Cron tab, no cron tab for Lenny. But I think the root user has an cron tab for this startup list.txt. What happening here is this startup list is updating for each and every minute. So what we can do, we will nano um, etc password, sorry, etc print.sh, and we need a bash shell. So we'll just go here, bash shell, and we're just gonna change the port to 4848. Just gonna copy and paste it over here. We'll save this, Control X, Y, and enter. Now we saved it. Now what we're gonna do, we have to listen to that port, LVNP 4848. We'll wait for some time. We'll try LSLA again and we'll check. Now it is 8:03. It has gone a minute. What we can do, we'll check and we got a root access. Plus, and we can check who am I? Sorry, who am I? We are a root. So now you can get the root txt and root flag and you can complete this box. So this is how you have to solve this startup lab. And if you like this video, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And soon we are going to share a lot more walkthroughs of Hack the Box, TryHackMe, and also we're going to share some learning stuffs. So please do make subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you.